Hey friends, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Jessica here. Brainstorming and world building. So it is Sunday, September 26th. Have I done any brainstorming since I last filmed? Yes, thankfully. Am I done? No. Should I have been done by today and started the outlining process? Yes. But honestly, I'm not surprised, and you shouldn't be too. Okay, so let's talk about what I have finished while I do my nails. And then when I'm done doing my nails and we eat, I'm going to finish. This is the home stretch. We are gonna get it done today. We've got this. This video is probably gonna come out a day late, but I hope that's okay because I just want to finish. By the end of this video that you guys are watching now, I will complete all of the world building and brainstorming that I need to before starting the outlining process. So first up, I'm gonna choose my nail polish color. And then we're gonna talk about what I have finished so far. Okay, so the last time we chatted, I had set up the third writer's notebook, I believe, and I was starting on magic. So with this, it's basically talking about your magic system, how does your magic work? Are there tools that you need? Are they taking their magic from nature? That sort of thing. And then next was important texts. So like important books. Is there books that your family passes down? Like a grimoire or a spell book of sorts. Like, does every magic being in your thing have a spell book? When do they get it? When do they start it? That sort of thing. Is there special books that the community as a whole use? Is there sacred books that are just put away for special occasions, for rites and rituals? Explain it. How do these important texts play a role in your story? The next prompt that I did was festivals and celebrations. So what is something that your world celebrates, or your country, or your characters themselves? What do they celebrate? Is it yearly, monthly, weekly, every decade, the like? So talk about your festivals and anything that they celebrate. Do they celebrate their birthdays, or do they just celebrate coming of age ceremonies and things like that? Technology. How does technology play into the world you've created? Is there technology? Is it only half of it uses technology and the other half does not? Or is it so technologically advanced that everyone is into it? It's just, explain it. Like, is it simple technology? Is it extremely advanced technology if you do use it? Hierarchy and election. So with this one, I believe I just went through, so when I had created my government structure, I kind of just recopied that little tree of a sort, because when I think like the government structure, the the societal ladder is the hierarchy, and then at the bottom all I did was explain. So how are these officials, like the leaders, the heads of certain things, picked? Is it the community that picks it? Is it the very top leader that picks them? How does it work in your world? And next up is medicine. Is it all chemical based? Is it all nature based? How is medicine decided? How is it administered, as well as who administers it? And then we did uniform and clothing. So with this, I had to think about the hierarchy, the structure, because I had to create it for, like, think of how can you identify different, like, say, council members or the military. So whereas the civilians, there's not really a uniform, and the clothing is depending on where they live, either at the islands or the mainland. The mainland, they're gonna wear kind of like clothes that we wear on a daily basis, whereas the island, they can either import clothing like this or go through and make their own. They can dye it themselves, they could create it themselves, they can create it from things they find on the island or through magic, like weave a little bit of magic in there, so they really just have one outfit that will change on whim. Actually, that's a really good idea. I'm probably gonna write that down. Whereas the military needs uniform, and there's gonna be 5 branches of the military in this, just because, you know, the elements do play a big part of it. So there's gonna be a military for each of the elements. And then we also have, like, the council members, basically the I don't want to give away too much of how my society is yet. I'm not ready for that. But basically I had to figure out uniforms for 1, 2, 3, 4 for 5 different groups, I guess you should say. And then next up, after uniforms and clothing, it was weaponry. So what kind of weapons does your world have? Like, do they use guns? Are they more old-fashioned with bows and arrows and swords, that sort of thing? Or is it extremely old-fashioned and it's all hand-to-hand combat? Obviously, in my world, magic plays a part in the weaponry, but they also use physical items as well. And I think that was the last prompt that I did, so not too bad. In the last week, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I skipped a couple. I did. I was wondering why it was so fast. Yes. Okay. So I skipped rites and rituals and slash initiation and coming of age. So those were 3 separate days, but I combined them into one, which is making it easier for me. So what are the rites and rituals that your society does? Same with the initiations, the coming of age. At what age do your characters come of age? Is there a celebration? Is there initiation? What are specific rites and rituals that your world needs to do to keep flowing and going? And that sort of thing. So it kind of goes along with festivals and celebrations, but more on a sacred level, more on this is what helps keep the flow of your society going. These are the goals that your characters have to get to. They want to come of age. They want to go through all these rites, these rituals, the initiation, essentially, and things like that. So that's that. And then what else did I skip? So we did weaponry, uniform and clothing, medicine, hierarchy and election, technology, the rites and rituals, the initiation, coming of age, festivals and celebrations, important texts, and magic. So yeah, not too bad. I didn't even pick out the nail polish color that I wanted to do. Anyway, I'm gonna go check on the noodles really fast for dinner. So yeah, when I come back, we are going to work on the rest of the world building. I don't have much more, actually, so I'm gonna scoot this over. So I was going through, because towards the end I realized that there were a lot of doubles, and while I do like building on top of it when I go to it, if they are extremely identical, I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste the pages. If I have more to add, I'll just go back to the other pages. So like you see here, I did go through and I highlighted the ones, and I also referenced like what days. So anything not highlighted is all that I have left to do for brainstorming. So we really are in the home stretch. I believe I can finish it by today, at least by the end of this video, if that's today or tomorrow. So we need to finish historic wars, social change and revolution, and other historic events, working with more than one magic system, behavior, expectations, and codes of conduct, prejudice and inequality, punishment and sanctuary, and then the afterlife, eternal rewards and damnation. So I only have 8 more prompts to go. I believe we can do this. I do want to do my nails. There's still so much I have to do today, but it's fine. We got this. We got this. you guys saw, I was finished working through 30 days of world building. We are officially done with the first 30 days. I have one more prompt in this book, and that is part of the bonus section, which I think I have. That's going to be on my last day of brainstorming and world building. But for the most part, this book is done. I did the historic wars. So with this, it's talk about the wars that helped build your society, helped kind of mold the way your world is now and how it works. Social change and revolutions. Same thing. What revolutions or civil wars? I don't know why I was struggling with that, but what kind of civil wars, revolutions changed and helped mold your society even more, and then other historic events. So they may not be the great wars or the big wars or the civil wars or the revolutions, but there are other parts in your history that again helped mold your society, help make it become what it is. Jot that stuff down. So yeah, I'm done with that. Next up, we are going to go through, and so now that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4 more prompts, and then I'm done. Just 4 more. I can do this. It is 6 o'clock. In about an hour, I have to get Kyler into the shower, and then kind of start getting her ready for her school day tomorrow. Pack her lunch. I'm gonna pack my lunch and stuff, and then yeah, I mean, not that that matters, this isn't like a daily life vlog, but yeah, so I have an hour and 4 more prompts, so let's do this. All right, friends, we are officially done. We did it all with like 10 minutes to spare. So I don't know why I keep saying we. I'm done. I'm done brainstorming at the world building part of it, and it feels good. Like I'm proud of myself, to be honest. So, ta-da! This is all done, and then my checklists are all done as well. So let's see. Ta-da! But now the last 4 that I did. Prejudice and inequality. So is there still prejudice in your society? Is there still inequality? Is it purposeful? Is it accidental? How does that work into your society? Punishments and sanctuary. How are punishments decided and dealt out? Who kind of keeps the peace among your social structure? And if the peace is interrupted, are there different levels of kind of like holding court, basically? The different levels of disturbances depending on how your world works. Do they have different stages? Is there one person that decides the punishments? How severe are the punishments? Basically, how is your social structure? Hold on, let's backtrack. How does the government structure deal out punishments for those who don't follow the rules of your society? And then on the opposite end, sanctuary. So who's allowed to come into your society and have basically a sanctuary? Or the way I like to think of it is kind of like a witness protection of sorts, I guess. Well, that's how I'm having it into my world. So magics who need a safe space or a place to stay, they approach the council and ask for sanctuary on the islands. Or the opposite, something happens on the islands, they get into a mix with someone bad who obviously is punished but then needs to kind of get away from it. The council can decide, okay, you're going to seek sanctuary on the mainland among the humans, that sort of thing. So that's all about how you want your punishments to be, how your sanctuary is going to be like your safe zone, the peace, and all of that. And then the third one was afterlife, eternal rewards and damnations. So is there afterlife in your world? Is there afterlife in your society? Or is it more of a belief? What does your society believe? How does the afterlife feel or seem like to your society? Are there things that they need to do? Or is there different places like in our world, heaven and hell? So how are you rewarded to go to this heaven? And then what do you have to do to be damned to go to hell? And then the last one was, are you working with more than one magic system? If you are, explain those magic systems. How do they work? For the most part, mine's only one. But like there's like subgroups of the magic. So with that, how would you categorize your magic system? How when you do work with more than one magic, can your society handle more than one magic as a person? So like, can each individual handle more than one magic, or is it that individual has to stick to their one kind that they have? So there you have it. We are officially done with both the workbooks, and I am so excited. Now I get to start the outlining process. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming along this journey with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys kind of go through and do these prompts as well. If you're world building, let me know down below. If you have any questions on any of the prompts, comment those questions down below and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. But I do recommend those two workbooks. I definitely found them useful. So I recommend both if you do have magic in your world. If you don't, then the 30-day world building workbook works just fine, because towards the end I did find that there was a few that did overlap, which helped with me finishing this a lot faster than I thought I was going to. But yeah, so there's that. Thanks again for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.